Hello, my dears. We're gonna get right into it and see what you need to hear today. And trust that you are hearing this and finding this when you have to, and that you are able to discern which messages are for you, as this is a timeless message. Okay, let me see. We have our first cards, and I'm using the tiniest little tarot deck. It's so cute. The Two of Cups, some sort of a partnership, relationship. The Hanged Man in reverse, refusing to sacrifice, not wanting to take the step necessary to release for the sake of growth and wisdom. The Five of Wands in reverse, internal conflict that keeps you riled up, or conflict that you are not recognizing or not wanting to admit to. The Five of Swords, again another five. The Five of Swords in reverse. The Five of Swords is a lose-lose situation. You know, it's where you, even if there's a winner at the end, someone who has more, who, you know, it's still a lose-lose situation. That person might have lost the friendship that they had with the other person that they went into this conflict with, you know. There might have been a conflict over something, and then even if someone won, whatever this conflict was over, they lost their friend or they lost something. We have the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords is the master of the mind. He has understood how the mind works. He understands what it takes to make fair judgment. That you have to listen to all sides, and then based on that, you try to be as precise in your judgment as possible. As fair in your judgment as possible. And this being in reverse, there is an unfairness coming up. An unfairness potentially in the way you're thinking or in the way someone else is thinking. But with two fives being here, this seems to be a moment of instability, and in general, we're going through a lot of turmoil. If you find this as it comes out, obviously, if you do find it when it comes out, you might know that there is a lot of turmoil in general on the globe. But this is just like an energetic, I'm almost seeing like when it's too warm and like the UV is really intense, and then you have to be very careful because like it's just such intense rays coming through. That's kind of what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. So you might be going through somewhat of a difficult time, but we're going to look into it. Sorry, my mind's already going places. We're going to go deeper. Can you explain what's going on? Why is the mind feeling foggy? The mind is feeling foggy because of some sort of a betrayal, some sort of a recognizing that there was a trickery happening behind your back, or you doing it to yourself. Tricking yourself to think that a situation is a certain way when it was different, or someone else taking your good faith for their own gain, using your good faith for their own gain. So kind of knowing that you are your disposition or the way you're thinking, and then using that against you. And that's maybe why your mind is not, you're not trusting your mind, because someone tricked your mind or someone made you question the mind. Who is this person? Or what is this that made this questioning of the mind happen? Oh my, the Page of Cups in reverse. So this could have been a person or a situation, but with it being the page, the court cards often indicate people in our lives. But then again, this is always also just a general energetic thing. But the Page of Cups is a bit of a, I'm hearing idiot, but he's like a lovable idiot, where he's trying to like be a caring and loving person, but he's still learning, you know, he's still very young in it. Oh, but look at that. That is not the page, is it? It's the Knight. Wait a second, let me just verify. I don't know why I'm feeling the need to. Sorry, it is the page. I don't know why I was confused there for a second. I do, because it looks like a knight there, but the knight is signified with a horse on this deck. But maybe this is someone who, emotionally speaking, thought of themselves to be further and more evolved than they were. So the page being early, right? Still making mistakes, still finding themselves out of balance in regards to themselves and how they react to people. But then, because I thought it was the Knight, it might be someone who thinks of themselves to be further along. Okay. This is such a weird energy for this reading. The 9 of Wands. Still standing after a lot that has happened to you, a lot that was very difficult, but going on. So this is just such a weird energy. I'm feeling called to grab you some of these cards and just getting a bit of a spread going instead of maybe one by one. I don't know why, but it feels like I have to today. Transition. Maybe you're changing. Something is changing for you. Something is changing for you. Does anyone else want to speak from this deck? Anyone want me to see them? Duality. Changing duality. Maybe changing the black and the white. Changing this thought pattern of black and white. And healing. I saw this card when I was shuffling. Healing. Healing maybe your relationship to duality, to black and white. Yeah, oh yeah, of course, that's what I was saying, right? Healing this relationship, transitioning into what? Wait, okay, we actually do need another one. We're transitioning from what? We're healing duality, transitioning into a purer version of yourself. A lighter version. Oh, that is beautiful. That is light. Oh, light that guides through the darkness, I'm also hearing. But the lighting of the load, you know, getting rid of stuff so you don't have to carry so much. And it's getting really dark. Oh, I need to finish and wrap this up. So, but let's see. So you're healing some sort of good and bad thinking, right or wrong thinking, you know, and I think this might have been placed by someone into your mind, or, you know, been amplified in you by people tricking you to question your mind. So to question maybe how you feel about this dual kind of thinking. But this is a matter of people trying to, or situations, whatever's going on around you, to take away your stability. And you're transitioning and healing from whatever was keeping you in this place into a version where you're able to, sacrifice what needed to be sacrificed. You cut it out so you can become your pure version. What is coming in then for the collective once they do this? And this is going to be the ending of the message, so please make it... So we do have a Knight. We have the Knight of Swords. So what is coming? It just feels really foggy. It feels like whatever is in your path ahead is still not fully clear. It's still not been set. The path has not been set. Things can still go in a lot of different ways. But it's a matter of trusting your mind. Oh. And we had the 10 come out. You trust your mind, but be watchful of all of the distractions coming into your life, all the responsibilities, the things that you have around you that could really impact trusting you. But when you find yourself in this foggy state, go within to connect to the guide that you hold within, the guide within yourself, the guide being the one who is in deep connection with your intuition, who knows where your intuition is found. And it sees it as its light. It uses the intuition as the light to guide through the darkness. So connect to your intuition. Keep working on that. There's not more to say. This reading today is not a very conclusive one. But sometimes that is the energy that needs to be communicated and acknowledged. So here we are, and I hope this was helpful to you either way. And I hope to see you here again very soon. Maybe you want to check out some other stuff. Bye-bye.